Hello everyone, welcome to Laravel HTML Management System Project Tutorial for Beginner. In this tutorial, we are going to add this HTML template in our Laravel project homepage. And I am going to show you everything step by step from the very beginning. First of all, what we need to do is that we need to go to our GitHub. And here I am going to give this link in the description so that you can download this template. So after coming to this link, you need to click on code. And then you need to click here download zip option, and once you click download zip, it will download a zip file, and there you can see it is around 2.9 MB. So in order to open this, first of all, let me just go to the download location, and there you can see this is the zip file that we just downloaded. So let me just cut this from here. So I'll just right click and cut it from here. Then let me just paste it in my new volume D. So I'm going to paste it here. So after that, I'll just right click and we need to first extract this. So I click on extract all, and we're going to extract this in the D drive. So I'll just say here D and click on extract, and then you can see extract is complete. So right now, let me just go inside, and every template starts with index.html. So if I just double click on index.html, there you can see this is the template that we just downloaded. And we want to integrate this template to our Laravel project. So for it, first of all, what we need to do is that, let me just go to the template, and here you can see we have some folder and a index.html files. So first of all, we need to copy this. Just press Ctrl C, or you can just copy it like this as well. After copying this, we're going to go to our project, and our project was this one, Laravel _ project. So in our Laravel project, we'll directly go to our public folder, and we're going to paste whatever we just copy from this template. So we are going to paste it in our Laravel project public folder directly. So Ctrl P, and there you can see we have asset and the index.html file here. So right now, if I just go to my Visual Studio Code, then go to my public folder, there you can see we have an index.html file, and we also have the asset folder and components.html file as well. So first of all, what we want is that we want to see this design to the home page. So for it, what we are going to do is we'll go back to our code, and let me just go to my routes, then web.php, and here you can see for the root view, we are calling the welcome head. So here I'm just going to make some simple changes. So instead of returning the view from here, we're going to use a controller. So let me say here route double clone get to first bracket to cell position. We'll mention the root view, then we'll mention a controller name, which will be home controller double clone class, and we need to mention a function name. Let's say the function name will be my _ home. You can name it anything. So right now, for this root view in the home controller, we're going to create a function called my _ home. So for it, let's go to our controller, home controller. So I click on add HTTP, then controller, and there you can see home controller.php. So here, we are going to create a function. Let's say just at the top, I'm going to create a function called public function. It was my _ home. And we'll give to second bracket, we're going to say here return view, and the view will be, let's say, home.index. So let's set this, and right now what we are going to do is that here you can see my home. This function is basically this one. So right now we're going to create a home folder, and inside home folder we're going to create index.break.php. So let me just directly go to resource, and inside resource we have views. So here I'm going to create a home folder. So let me just right click, then click on new folder. The folder name will be home, and in the home folder we're going to create index.play.php. So let me just right click on home, then click on new file, and the file name will be index.play.php. So let me just say here simple HTML. In the body, let's say for now home. If we now save this, then if we now refresh here, there you can see it says home. So instead of this, we want to see this design. right? So for it, what we need to do is we need to go to our public folder, and inside public folder here you can see we have index.html, which is our template file. So I'm just going to copy everything from here, Ctrl A, Ctrl C, and we're going to paste it in the index.blade.php. So I'm going to paste whatever I just copied from index.html. So I'll just paste it here, and then we'll just directly save it. And there you can see all the, let me just show you, all the CSS from this index.html is inside the asset, right? So we did not keep those inside any other folder, so we'll be able to have access to the CSS link directly from the home page. So if we now just save this, and if we just refresh here you can see we are able to see our template. But the thing is, we should separate each section from our template, because this is the proper way to write your code, and also this will be easier for other developer to read your code as well. So let's go back, and we're going to separate the header section, food and booking section in different part. So first of all, let's do one thing, that is, let me just keep the CSS in a different file. So here you can see inside the head section we have some CSS links. So I'm just going to cut this from here. Then I'm going to create a css.blade.php in the home folder. So I'll just right click on home, then click on new file, and the file name will be css.blade.php. And there you can see we have css.blade.php. And here you can see we remove the CSS code from here. So if we just save this, then if we now refresh here, there you can see the CSS is not working anymore. There you can see. So let's go back to our code, and here in the css.blade.php, whatever we just cut from the head section, we're going to paste it here. So Ctrl V, and we will save it. After that, in the head section, we're going to mention this file location. So for it, we're going to say at the top include to first bracket, and this css.blade.php is inside the home folder. So we say here home.css. If we now save, then refresh here, there you can see the CSS is now working properly. Now let's keep this header section and this image in a separate file. So for it, what we are going to do is, here you can see this is the navbar section. So I'm just going to cut the entire navbar section with this header section as well. There you can see the header section as well. So I'll just cut this from here, Ctrl X. So if we now just save this, and if we just go back to our browser, then if we refresh here, there is the header section is gone. There is no menu bar over here. So let's go back to our code again, and here we're going to say, right click on home folder, then click on new file, and we're going to say header.blade.php, and we're going to paste whatever we just copied from the navbar and header section from here. So after saving this, we're going to say here at the end of include, it will be to single quotation home.header. It will be single quotation actually. So if we now send this, then refresh here, the header section is back. So we're going to do the same thing for the about us section and our menu section as well, one by one. So let's go back, and I guess it is the about section. Let me just cut this from here, Ctrl X. Let me just directly say here at the end of include, it will be home to single quotation home dot, let's just say about. Let me just right click on home folder, click on new file, and it will be about.blade.php. And over here we're going to paste whatever we just copied. Ctrl V, then we'll save this. Let's go back to our browser. Let's refresh. And there you can see we still have the about section. So let me just do the same thing directly for the our menu and for the bouquet table as well. So we'll go to our index.blade.php, and there you can see this is the gallery section. So let me just directly copy those. Ctrl X. I'm going to say here at the top include, it will be home dot gallery. Then let me create the gallery file in the home folder. So I'm going to say here gallery dot plate dot php, and we're going to paste whatever we just copied. After that, let's do the same thing for the bouquet table section. So I'll just cut this. We say here at the rate of include to semicolon, it will be home dot. Let's just say here book. I'm going to say here new file. It will be book dot let dot php. Here we're going to paste the code. So right now, if we just save this and go back to our browser and refresh here, there you can see everything is showing us properly. We have the bouquet table option. So here we're going to show this as well, and we're going to remove the reviews part from here. So let's go back to our code, and this is the block section. So let me just cut the block section from here. Let me just go down, and it ended over here. So I'll just cut this, and I'm going to say here at the top include, it will be home dot block. Then we're going to create a block dot plate dot php in the home folder. So I'll just right click and click on new file. It will be block dot plate dot php, and we're going to paste over here, then save it. After that, I'm going to remove the review section. So I'll just remove the review section, and I'll keep the contact and the footer section in a different file together. So let me just directly cut this from here, and we'll cut about in the body section. So Control X, and I'm going to say here at the top include, it will be home dot footer. Then we're going to create a footer.blade.php here. So I'll just click on the new file. It will be footer.blade.php. We're going to paste whatever we just copied. And right now, if we just refresh here, there you can see everything is showing us properly whatever we wanted to show. And there is one more thing that we need to do is that we need to have a login and registration option over here, because we have created the login and registration system in the previous tutorials. So we're going to add those options in the header section. So for it, let me just go to the index.grade.php, and here you can see in the header section, we need to add the login and register part. So let me just go to the header.grade.php, and let me go at the top, and here you can see we have some option here, and there you can see we have reviews and contact us, and also this component. Okay, so let me just say here instead of reviews, we're going to have login here, and this will be the register part. So let me just say here register. So for login, we're going to add the login route in the href. So for it, we're going to go to the welcome.play.php, and here we need to search for login. So press Ctrl F, and here we'll search for login, press enter, and there you can see for the login route we have this route login, and for the register we have this route register. So we're just going to add that route name over here. So I'll just keep 2 second bracket, and we'll say here route, it will be login, and let me just directly copy this, and here for the register we'll do the same. The route will be for this register, and I forgot to give a fast bracket over here and here as well. So let me just save it. So now let's go back to our browser, and let me just refresh here, and there you can see we have the login and register option here, and if we click on login, it will take us to the login page, and if we click on register, it will take us to the register page. So right now let me just log in from here. So let's say here test@gmail.com, and let's keep the password, which is 12345678. Click on login, and there you can see it took us to the dashboard page. So right now what we are going to do is that instead of this page, we are going to return the insert back to the same place with the home route or home URL. So for it, what we are going to do is let me just go to the app HTTP, then home controller, and here instead of return view dashboard, we're going to say here return view. It will be home.index. And let's just save this, and let me just refresh here, and let's click on login. So let me just explain. So this return view is for the logged in user, okay, which we just showed you in the previous tutorial. So let me just log in from here. I'll say here test@gmail.com. Then I'll give the password, click on login, and there you can see it return us back to the same place, and the URL is /home. So since currently we are logging, so we shouldn't show the login and register option. Instead of this, we should show the logout option. So for it is actually really simple. Again, we'll go to the welcome.plate.php, and here you can see we have some condition here. If route has login, then we're first checking the auth. If there is any auth, we are showing the dashboard. Otherwise, we are showing the login and register option, right? So from here, we're going to copy this condition, if condition. So let me just copy this, and let's go to our header.blade.php, and here we're going to paste it before the login and register. So I'm going to paste this here, and this if condition will end over here after the register. So we'll say here @end if. So let me just go to the welcome.blade.php again, and here you can see we are checking the auth, if there is any auth or not, and there is also else condition. So I'm going to say here after this if condition, we are going to say @auth. After that, we say @else. So if there is a logged in user, then we'll show something. Otherwise, we'll go to the else condition and show the login and register option. So here in the auth, we need to have a logout option. So for it, we're going to say here form, and the action will be, let me just give 2 second bracket. It will be URL, after URL, it will be route, to first bracket, then to single quotation, it will be logout. And inside the form, we need to have a submit button, and so let me just say here input type will be submit, and we're going to say here value, it will be logout. And for this form, we also need to say here method, and the method will be post. So if we now set this, then if we now just refresh here, okay, there is an error. Let me just check it. Okay, we also need to in the auth condition, and the route will be logout. I also made a spelling mistake here. It will be log out, and this at the end of auth will end before the end if. So I'm just going to say here at the end of end auth. If we now save, then refresh here, there you can see we have the logout option, and there is no login and logout because currently we are logged in. So let me just change the design a little bit. So here, what I'm going to do is that we don't need the component option here. So I can just cut this from here, li tag, and here in the input type, we're going to mention the class btn primary mlxl4. Okay, let me say here class equal to, it will be this one. Let me save, then refresh, and there you can see you have the logout option. And here you can see in the URL it says /home, and if you click on logout, okay, 409 page expired. I think I know the issue, and the issue is we need to set here at the rate of CSRF token. So let me save it again, and let's go back. If you now refresh, currently we are in the URL, and if we now click on logout, it will take us to the home page, and there you can see we have the login and register option. Let me just log in again. Let's say here test@gmail.com. Let's keep the password, click on login, and the URL will change to /home, and you have the logout option. So in this tutorial, we have integrated the HTML template in our project, and we also fixed the login and logout option for it as well. So I hope this was easy for you to follow. If you have any question or suggestion, just let me know in the comment section. Make sure to subscribe, and I hope to see you in the future tutorials.